Hello everybody, welcome to another update on the stock screener. Today we are going to talk about Deep South Resources. So this is an exploration company and developing the copper deposit in Namibia. You can see that the stock has gone up together with the copper price, of course, but I'm going to tell you that there's also a significant change in their project as well. Let's take a look at the copper price. Copper is doing very well, and I think this will continue to go higher. So we're in Namibia. That's the Haib copper project. They just got money to drill, and they have just started drilling. So that's very good. We will see some news flow this year on that. So they have a PEA, and I will talk about that later on. So this is only some data on copper. So you can see here that they have 3 billion pounds of copper plus 2 billion pounds of copper. That's a lot. They already have a lot of drill results. You can see the ore body here. The grade is about 0.3%, but there is also a high grade core at 0.5% to 1%. So that's very good for the economics. So this company had already had a feasibility study on heap leaching, but they have improved that via bio leaching. So this is the game changer here, and this has improved the economics a lot. So here you can see the data. Capex is very high, 340 million, but we also need to know the NPV is also very high. We're talking here about the NPV of 1 billion, 1.3 billion. And the copper price is now at 3.7, so it's even higher. So what they are doing now is they're continuing to drill and see if they can find more of these high-grade copper drill results here. And then they will improve the economics. So that's what they're doing some more drilling in 2021, do more test work, of course, so that they can do the bio heap leaching. Then also some EIA, of course, but I think that there's not a lot of impact there. It's in the desert, so that should be good. And the thing I like about this company is that it is very cheap in valuation. And I will show that here. So we have a 20 million market cap, which is very cheap for such a company with 5 billion pounds. When you look at the valuations, you know that exploration companies typically have $0.03 per pound. So that's 3 cents per pound. So if you take these 5 billion pounds and you multiply it with 0.03, then you have a valuation of $160 million. So we are only at 20 million. So this is actually it's 6-7 folds from here. So I expect at minimum a double in the market cap from 20 million to 40 million to get to this valuation even. So the amount of copper that they have is huge. And this is completely undervalued. And when we also look at the feasibility study, you can see here that this was the old estimate of the project with only heap leaching. And then they added the bio-leaching to this. And this has improved the economics like this. So in the past, we had 55 years of mine life, which is too high. And we only had NPV of 600 million for 55 years. So you need to divide this by 5 or 6, which gives this only below 100 million of NPV for 10 years. So that's nothing. Eh? That's a very bad project, especially when you have capex of 200 million. To only give 100 million in 10 years, that's not good. But they have improved this substantially. As you can see here, we are now at $3.7 per pound copper. So this should give us 1.5 billion NPV over 24 years now. So the mine life is now 24 years. So they've decreased the mine life and they've increased the net present value after tax to 1.5 billion. So let's take this to 10 years. So we divide it by 3, for example. Then we have 1.5 billion divided by 3 is 500 million. 500 million should be the valuation right now. But as they are still in the PEA phase and drilling still, so we are dividing it by 2 again. So we should be around 200 million, I think. Let's say 100 million because this is in Africa. And still we are at 20 million. So this can easily just double or triple to 40 million or 60 million based on this NPV at current prices with this mine life. So this is really a very cheap company and a very nice speculation to get an easy double. And if the copper price keeps increasing to $4, then we're talking about $1.7 billion, which you need to divide by 3, which will give you somewhere here a valuation of 200 to 300. So that's why I like this. And the capex is 340 million. So that's the problem here. The only problem I see is that the capex is very high, 340. While the market cap is only 20. So they will need to either get bought out by a major, otherwise they will never be able to finance this. With 340 million in capex, it's even higher than the 190 million in capex from the previous feasibility study. So capex is a problem here. But I think this market cap can at least go to 60 million. And then we will be closer to the 340 million. And if more investors can see the value in this project, then yeah, the sky's blue for this company. Now, if copper would go to 5, then we will be at 2.5 billion. So these are very good economics. So that's my take on this company, Deep South Resources. Do your due diligence. Know that this company does not earn money yet. So this is a very speculative explorer. So this can easily go to 0 or can also go triple. but I think that the odds are very high that this will go up based on these valuations. And I'll see you in the next video.